Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Brewing Local. I'm Neda Irampur, and today we are going to get Weir. We have Weir Beer here with us, Hayden and Kyndall, the owners of Weir Beer. It's so great to have you all with baby Weir. We got to point that out off the top. You have a baby. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
A teensy baby in the studio. I'm just so excited because I mean, we all love babies, right? But you have a brewery and a baby, so that must mean your hands are full.
Yes, literally.
Yes, seriously. Props to you, Mom. Like literally being able to do all this. A few months into having a baby, and how long for having a brewery?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. So excited to see you guys because I wanted to talk about how Weir Beer started. Obviously, the name comes from
Our last name.
Your last names, of course. And husband and wife opening a brewery together. I think that's so special and amazing because I don't know if I could do something like that, but it's got to be a lot of work together. So let's talk about how it all began. Let's dive right in. Tell us, how did Weir Beer get to be?
Well, I've been brewing professionally for 11 years now.
Okay.
I started at Dos Desperados in San Marcos.
Nice.
The idea came from I homebrewed once in high school with a friend,
Yeah.
just because he got the kit for Christmas.
Yeah.
Don't even think we tried the finished product, but it sparked the idea in my mind that I like creating stuff. So when I turned 20, I was working nearby Dos Desperados. I went, hey, let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
They were nice enough to hire me. I
That's
fell in
awesome.
love from day
Wow.
one.
So right at what, 21, you were
21,
brewing
a
beer.
month after 21, I was already brewing professionally.
That's awesome for Dos Desperados.
Yeah.
And so from there, you got to learn a lot, obviously, about brewing beer. And then at what point were you like, let's open a brewery?
I think after a full year doing it full time, I'm like, yeah, I could do this.
Really?
I have so much fun with the customers and creating the beer. And it was always the dream. And a couple years ago, we had the opportunity to start actually doing it for real.
Okay.
And Helia Brewing in Vista closed
Yeah.
down, and we were friends with them. We jumped right on and opened 4 months later.
And that's the spot.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. So what about for you, Kyndall, to be part of this whole journey? Obviously, you two met when? Was Hayden brewing beer?
Hayden was already brewing.
Okay.
I had moved out here from Florida.
Okay.
I had an internship in Carlsbad Village. I was like, I'm never leaving. This place is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And
San Diego does that.
I was actually working in collegiate athletics at the time.
Okay.
I got a job. I was up at USC for a little bit, mostly
Nice.
during COVID. And then I kind of stumbled into contract work for the San Diego Wave. So I did 2 seasons with them.
With the Wave. What was your job for them?
They're sports dietitian.
That's huge. For the Wave. That's amazing.
Yeah, love those girls
Wow.
still. Made some relationships with not only the players, but the staff.
Yeah.
Yes, you missed that part. And then, I think working in athletics, you just have this like hustle mentality.
Totally.
It's not a 9 to 5. Yeah, it's not a 9 to 5. You're working 24/7.
Neither is having a baby, of course.
Yeah.
Preparing
So,
you for everything.
Kind of just used to working that like really long hours anyway.
Yeah.
So it really, I think, translated well to opening a business together.
That's awesome. I know, obviously being a sports dietitian and then going into brewing, like how, was that I don't know, like, did you love craft beer at the time? How that kind of went in all together?
Not really, but I also, since I was doing like contract work, I had started my own business and I kind of was a little self-taught with like social media marketing.
Yeah.
We make a great team. I am the creative side when it comes to beer.
Clearly.
I know how to do that.
She said your turn.
And Kyndall has the social media skills.
Right.
She has the events planning. She is type A. She's organized. She's
Yeah.
on top of it. I am not. So we don't overlap much. If she has an idea, I can execute on a beer. I have an idea for an event. She can execute on that.
Right.
It's been
That's
great.
great. That's awesome. Because, do you do all the brewing then? It's
Yeah,
all
right
on
now I'm
you?
doing all the production. I have one assistant who will help me wash kegs and can beer.
Okay, nice. And then, for all the events that you have going on, I will say they stand out. Your social media, huge props on that because that's, where I see constant Weir Beer updates and I'm like, they just had a pickle party. I want to go to that.
The pickle party was awesome.
Did that go good? That was just the past weekend.
Yeah, it was. We have a lot of fun throwing silly events like
Yeah.
that. Like we did it last year for the first time because we have a pickle hard seltzer called Tommy Pickles, and
Amazing.
we canned it. We said, let's throw a party. Let's be silly. Now it's our biggest event of the year.
Wow,
And to
party.
do that as much as we can.
Did you expect that from a pickle party? Or you...
No.
No.
No, not the first time. This year we did.
Yeah, and people, I mean, it's fun. Your whole, like the pictures of Weir Beer itself, the way you kind of transform the brewery too, it just looks fun. A great place to hang out.
Yeah.
You have the indoor, the outdoor.
The patio is beautiful. We have a big fire pit out there. We're summer in the 90s theme, so it's very retro and bright and colorful in there.
The colors pop,
Disco
I will
balls.
say.
Yeah, it's really
That's fun. Yeah, let's get Weir. I've seen, I don't know how many people take pictures right in front of that sign.
Yeah, so that's why we did it.
Well played, of course. So no, that's great. And I will say, I mean, just seeing my feed, so much Weir Beer is, there's so much happening because that's what my feed shows, which is also why I was like, I got to get these guys in and see what's going on over there. So yeah, I mean, it goes to show that like you're doing it well. I mean, I think that's the part of, I think the industry too, that people won't know about you if you're not online, right?
Yeah, and also starting a new business is expensive.
Yeah.
So social media marketing, is, I was mentioning earlier before Baby chimed in, all just like kind of self-taught. And I think just the more you do it, the more comfortable, kind of like this, right? The more you're on camera or talking on things, the easier it becomes.
Right.
So I kind of had a lot of experience under my belt by the time we started. So it's just like, how can we be silly, get the word out, like kind of tell our story too. Because I think that's where a lot of people are investing their dollars, right? Like, how do you stand out in San Diego beer? There's so much out there. So I just wanted to kind of get our story out there. Our regulars were so much a part of like our pregnancy, so much so that like our baby shower, there was like twice as many people as our wedding because we invited all of our regulars. Of course, we had it at the brewery.
You had it there, of course.
So it's become such a, we were even talking about on the way down here, like such a cool like community hub. And just not being from here has been a really cool part of me and like so rewarding. And that's why the events are so fun for me. Like I throw out silly little ideas to Hayden and he's really never said no. He's just like, let's go, like full send it. Let's be really silly with everything. And I think that has just worked for us in our little Vista pocket up there.
The pocket that you have, this community you're building, this family you're building. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's such a special part where people can come and like see you there and see Baby Weir and want to be part of, you know, the growth that is the brewery.
Oh yeah, half our regulars walk in now and say, "Where's the baby?"
Oh yeah, that's what they come for.
Just me today, sorry.
I mean, look, we're like 7 minutes in and we have yet to talk about your beer. So we're going to take a break right now. When we come back, we'll talk about the actual beer and your seltzers that you're creating as well. So keep it here. We'll be right back. Welcome back here to Brewing Local here with Weir Beer. And we are talking about this family-run business where people, I mean, for you two, I feel like you have become part of their family, Baby Weir as well, but the beer and the seltzers too. So Hayden, you're doing the brewing, that heavy work. I mean, this is hard work that you're laboring out there. Tell us, what are some of the main beers that you sell, what people keep coming back for?
Well, we're in San Diego, so of course it's our West Coast IPA. Our
What's
flagship is Quit Playing Games with My Hops.
I love it.
Because I love the Backstreet Boys.
Oh,
this was the
totally.
first beer we came out with when we opened, and I got to name it.
Nice.
I just love the Backstreet Boys.
You named it with Quit Playing Games with My Hops. And then the canning on it too, I will say, is very much like, I think I had a tank top in that exact look. So.
Yeah, we love the pinks, the blues, the teals, the yellows, because this is our main logo. So the pink, blue, yellow. And this is from our designer, Adam Neda.
Nice.
He's in Oceanside. He did our main logo, and now he does all of our can work.
Oh, he does the canning, the design, the art. That's a fun part of beer, I will say. I didn't realize, like, there's so much that goes into that part, because that's important. People will recognize by the color. And so that's like the main one.
That's our core as a West Coast IPA.
Okay.
We have rotating West Coast IPAs. We have lagers and pilsners, red ales, dark lagers, a little bit of everything.
Nice. Okay, very good. And then you were talking about seltzers before the show started.
Yeah.
You have a variety.
Yeah, one thing that makes us unique is we have 9 hard seltzers on tap at any given time. A few are always on. Mainly our Haterade hard seltzer. This is our flagship. It's a blue raspberry hard seltzer. It's very good. Very
so that's
refreshing.
The blue one people want?
This is the blue one. People see it and they go, I want that blue one.
This was also a little nod to my background of working in sports.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The Haterade. I gotcha. Yes.
Yeah. So we always have rotating flavors on tap, and it keeps it fresh. I can't brew a new beer every week just with our brew house size is large, and we have just one tasting room. But I could brew a flavor new seltzer every day.
You can. Okay, so that you can add variety to it more often. But you are brewing new. When can people expect? Like once a month, or how often are you able to do it?
Usually once a month we'll have a new beer.
Okay.
Sometimes we'll do 2 in a week.
Yeah,
The way it
depends on
lines
how-
up. Yeah, it depends on the events we have going
Okay.
on too as well.
And you're canning too? Are you
Yeah.
able to do that
Yeah,
there?
we have a canning line. We can up to about 6 beers and seltzers right now.
6 beers. Okay, great. Are you selling beyond the brewery?
Yeah, so we work with a small distributor called Brown Bag. So we're in grocery stores like Fraser Farms and Lazy Acres and Barron's,
Great.
liquor stores all over San Diego County, and on tap at bars and restaurants.
Okay, that's awesome. How are you able to do all of this?
You gotta love
I'm like,
it.
wait
right?
a minute. What? I mean, to be able to can is also it's a whole nother, business operation that sounds intimidating, I will
Yeah.
say. the
Canning
more
can
I'm
be
learning.
complicated, that's for sure.
Yeah, but it's good to get the beer out beyond the brewery, right? I mean, that's been a big part. I think people want it.
Yeah, the main goal of the social media and the canning and everything is to get people into our tasting room because they just there once and they'll fall in love with it and our brand and our people there. So it's all worth it.
And just so people know where you are, I always thought you were part of Carlsbad, I will say. I didn't realize, but it's like the
We're
South
close.
Vista, close to
South
Carlsbad,
Vista.
right?
Yeah,
South
right,
Vista.
right across from that secret Target.
Okay.
And if you know, you
yes,
know.
totally. Yes, we know that one. Because when it was Helia there, that's where my daughter took her first steps.
Oh my goodness.
We go back. I know.
We're gonna have that in common
So
soon.
exactly,
I'm sure.
I was gonna say your baby will likely do the same in that same open space
Yeah,
right
it's
there.
great.
Yeah, it's great to have that open space. I mean, that's huge. And I will say for a lot of families, to be able to have a family-friendly, I'm assuming dog-friendly
Yeah.
too. Vibe
Our dog
is
Doobie's
big.
there almost every day.
Yeah. Oh, your dog is
Yeah,
there
we have
too.
a beer named after him, the Doobie Double IPA, for sure.
Doobie like Scooby Dooby? Is that Scooby?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cute. I love that. I mean, just having the people that come there, are you usually noticing most people are from North County, or are they venturing from all over the place? Like, tell us about your customers. Who are they?
I would say it's mostly North County, a lot of Carlsbad and Oceanside, and we get a lot of people from out of town, especially
Nice.
if their last name's Weir. They
Yeah.
search us out. So
Are
that's
there
been
other
a lot
people?
of Weirs.
Yeah.
We're up to like 15 different
What?
families. We wish we kept track of all of them.
Wow. Yeah, you need
They
a
have to
Weir
come back.
wall.
Yes, a Weir
Seriously.
wall.
Yeah.
There are that many Weirs.
There's a lot of
did
them.
not realize.
It's been very fun to notice that.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
cool.
know that before.
Yeah, what that says like search their name, they probably come up to their
Yeah,
brewery
or they've
shows
seen
up.
us on tap,
Nice, that's great.
and then they searched us up.
Yeah, we're also in the Pint Life Passport, and there's one other one.
Pub Pass.
Pub Pass.
Pass, okay.
And that's been like a nice like weekend thing. People like from down here will come up, and there's a bunch of us in North County that
Yeah.
are on those.
Okay,
so they'll kind of
great.
make a day of it, and then they're like, "Oh, never knew this was here."
Right.
So it's definitely had some repeat customers just from that. Like having an
Nice.
excuse to come and use that little passport. It's
Totally.
been awesome.
And for so many people who are, in the city of San Diego, it's like 15 minutes to get, 20 minutes to get there. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of breweries down the street from us. so you can
Exactly.
make a day
Yeah.
of it.
Make a whole day, get a ride up there and do it up and have a good time. So that's awesome. As far as, obviously you're 2 years in, what are you kind of hoping to see happen with Weir Beer? Keep doing what you're doing. I know you're in kind of survival mode with a newborn.
Our dreams and aspirations aren't enormous because we're having so much fun what we're doing right
Good.
now. We're just hoping to spread the word so more people know of us and come to this tasting room. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of room in it, so it's going to take a little while to outgrow it, I think.
Yeah.
But we're just loving it there, living it
yeah.
up.
And keep
It's so
inviting
fun.
people in.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so nice.
A full
That's great.
calendar of events. I mean, if you know us, you're gonna laugh because our calendar is pretty full
Is it?
all
Yeah.
of the time now. But I think just even expanding upon that, we have plenty of room for rentals, like our big
Nice.
patio
Yeah.
that even has like a little built-in stage. I was looking at our emails on the way down here, and like birthday party rentals. We
Great.
can have like 100 people on that side of the brewery and
That's
still
huge.
be open to the public, and there's plenty of
Wow.
room.
Oh, that's great. So people can rent it out for whatever celebrations they want to have.
Yeah.
Baby showers, weddings.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of the above.
Did you, I would imagine your wedding was so much fun. Did you have beer at your wedding?
Oh yeah.
Of
course.
Yes. Do you remember what you served?
Yeah, it was the Dos Desperados
It
beer. It
was.
was lager, and then a cucumber lime seltzer that I actually just brought back yesterday
How
for the first
fun.
time since our wedding. 4
No
years
way.
Ago. So that was
Okay.
very fun.
That's huge. So people have to come for that
Yeah.
alone.
Oh,
That's
just
great.
with this heat right now,
Yeah.
that was the most refreshing
Yeah,
thing.
it was great.
Yeah.
I wish I knew you two then too. That's great. No, you seem like a great time. And obviously for people to come venture over there, they're going to experience the joy that is your life together, which is very sweet that we get to experience that too. We're going to take a quick break here, but let's talk more about the events and then just any lessons that you have learned opening up a brewery together. We'd love to hear more about that. So keep it here. We'll be right back in just a couple minutes. Welcome back here. I will say Baby Weir is doing so good.
She's chilling.
She's totally
lot of things to look at in here. So.
Oh yeah, the bright lights. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm glad we can be entertaining for her. So before we went to break, wanted to talk about the events. So let's see. I mean, Pickle Party was a huge hit. You're going to keep doing that every year, right?
Absolutely.
What else? What do you have going on every year?
Also coming up, our take on Oktoberfest that we did last year is our Shrektoberfest. Oh. So just think everything Shrek themed.
Like the cartoon.
Yes,
Shrek.
like yes, absolutely. So again, we're like summer in the 90s, Y2K. We just kind of think of everything that makes us feel nostalgic. Yeah. And again, like how do you kind of stand out amongst the San Diego crowd when everyone's doing Oktoberfest things? So that's kind of our take on it.
Were you a fan of Shrek? And
absolutely.
Let's make this a party.
Absolutely.
I mean, who doesn't love Shrek? Okay, of all ages.
An excuse to dress up and have a theme.
So people dress up as Shrek?
Oh yeah, all the characters.
I was Lord Farquaad, even though I'm 6'4".
Yeah, it was pretty great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then we had costume contests and winners that got like some special merch.
Wow, they go all out for this. That's so good.
And then our second anniversary will be mid-October this year. That's like when we opened was mid-October.
Okay.
So we did like our soft opening for that. So that'll always be like mid-October time. Yes. And then we've also done. I know.
You'll get to go to that.
She's so excited. We also have done now twice a party like it's 1999.
That was a good year.
New Year's Eve party.
Nice.
And because we are on the West Coast, or like me especially now, we can do the 9 p.m. ball drop.
Thank you.
Hayden did it was 10% champagne seltzer, right?
Oh,
so we passed out little taster sizes.
Yeah, we can't do wine, but I can make a champagne flavored seltzer.
A champagne flavored seltzer.
That's
Way to work around.
Yeah. So we did a toast. We had last year we had a DJ.
How fun.
And he did like all 90s and Y2K, and then we
great.
count down to midnight. So we'll always rinse and repeat that.
Yeah,
and then,
for sure.
Quarterly we mentioned we're on a street with other breweries.
Yeah.
And we do quarterly markets and crawls.
Okay.
Also a holiday bar crawl with the street. So we get the whole street involved and just make it a fun event.
All the holiday themed things, like you just bring it out.
Yeah, we deck the halls.
You do it.
Hayden flavors up a bunch of different things on the menu.
Yay.
So those will always be coming down the pipeline.
Okay, that's great. So these are like yearly events that people can totally have to watch your social media to know when and where and all the good stuff, all the details of that. Where can they find you, by the way? What's your social media?
Our Instagram is Weir Beer.
Okay, can't miss that.
Yeah.
Weir Beer, and you see the spelling on the hat right there. W-E-I-R.
Weird without the D.
And with the obviously having the events that keep going, what do you make? I mean, it must keep you really, really busy. Like each time you're like, okay, wait. So my wife thought of this. Now I got to do this.
Oh yeah. It changes. We think of the party and then I'll make a beverage for it, or we have the beverage and we're gonna do a party for it. Like we have a jalapeno lager we're gonna can for the first time in a couple of weeks. So we're like, let's do a jalapeno party, a spicy party, and maybe it's gonna be a spicy disco dance party.
I love it.
We just throw something together real quick, pull the trigger, and do it. It's fun.
You're good at this party planning. I mean,
gotta move quick.
I didn't realize it was going to be a lot of party and event planning, but honestly, it's become my favorite part.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then to see people, whether it's repeat people that come back, but some people just love pickled jalapenos and they'll just come to anything that's themed that way. Okay. So that's always fun.
We've noticed the more niche the event, the more new people we get.
That's fun. And then repeats.
Mm-hmm. Then they always come back.
Once they're in, they will come back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I feel like that is more maybe work for you, but it's worth it, right?
Oh yeah, we were there like all day Friday setting up for this past pickle party.
Yeah.
We get in early to go and set it up, but I mean, just to have the crowd and how into it people get and having our baby there and us being there to be able to enjoy, and we have an awesome staff. We couldn't do it without them, so it's all worth it.
Yeah.
And really, really pays off, and coming back to us in that way, and it just makes us want to do the next event bigger and better.
And just so people know, your staff is not huge, right?
No, we have 4 part-time employees that hold it down for us.
Wow. And you're able to do so much with that. I mean, it goes to show the passion, the love everyone has for this brewery. So, of course, starting with you too. So, yes, it's contagious. People want to see it do well. That's so cool. And I love that, you're able to do it with a baby in tow. And this is not your baby's first podcast either.
Yep, we're on the radio 2 weeks ago, so
That's great.
We're just dragging her along for the ride. She's gonna grow up in a brewery, and we'll see what that looks like.
Yeah, and be flexible in all the ways, right? I mean, I think that our children have grown up in breweries too, so we understand. It's a great thing. But yes, we're gonna take a quick break here, and then we'll come right back. So keep it here. Can't thank you enough, Hayden, Kyndall, and Baby Weir of Weir Beer for joining us today. If you want to check out this full episode, cbs8.com/brewinglocal, and we'll see you next Monday. Have a good one.